A very good morning to all respected parents and my dear students. Myself, Patel Manisha, welcomes you on behalf of Srimati R.A. Kalathia School, Botad. This is Standard 4, subject English Grammar. Dear students, today we are going to learn Unit 3 and the topic of Unit 3 is subject and predicate. Before going to go through our chapter, I hope you all are fine at your place. Now, as your monthly test was going on, I hope you also did well in this exam. So, we are again meeting after 2 weeks. So, let's continue with our grammar portion. Chapter 3, Subject and Predicate. First of all, we will see the definition of both subject and predicate, and we will also try to understand these two concepts with the help of the examples. So, let's do first subject. Before subject, let's understand the concept sentence, because a sentence contains both the subject and the predicate. So, first of all, we must know what is sentence. Here, what do you mean by the sentence? A group of words that make complete sense by itself is called a sentence. A sentence can be divided into two main parts. That is, as we discussed earlier, the subject and the predicate. Without subject and predicate, the sentence can't form. Let's try to understand the concept subject with an example. The example is, Raj was studying. Here, what is the subject in this sentence? Yes, here subject is Raj. Subject can be place, name of a person, animal, whatever, and thing. It can be noun or pronoun. And here, was studying is predicate. Okay. In this example, Raj is a subject because Raj is the name of a boy, the boy that was studying. And the verb, what is the verb here? Yes, study. So here, was studying is predicate. We will understand predicate after subject. Let's first do subject. Let's see some more examples. First of all, the definition. What is the definition of the subject? A subject is a group of words, noun or pronoun, who does the action in a sentence or whom the sentence is about. Subject किसे कह सकते हैं हम? Subject is group of words. या तो वो group of words होता है, noun होता है या फिर pronoun होता है, जो क्या करता है? Who does the action, जो action को shows करता है sentence में, और वो action किसी के बारे में होता है, whom the sentence is about, that is called the subject. See the same example as we took earlier. Here the boy was studying and the name of boy is Raj. Raj was studying. So in this, the subject to whom about the sentence is? Yes, the sentence is about Raj, because who was studying? Raj is studying. So here Raj is subject. I hope you are getting my point, what I am going to tell you. In this sentence, We understood what is subject. What can we call as subject? Subject can be group of word, noun or pronoun, or whom the sentence is about. Let's go ahead. See the next example in the same subject. Here the example is, students obeyed the teacher. Obeyed means respect. So the sentence is, students obeyed the teacher. Here, what is subject in this sentence? About whom the sentence is? Yes, the sentence is about the students, because who are obeying the teacher? Who obeyed the teacher? Students obeyed the teacher. So here subject is students. Got it? We will try to understand here subject in a better manner. See, it is the word or the noun in the sentence that does the action of obeying. Here sentence refers to the word. Here subject refers to the word. जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट है वो किसी वर्ड को रिफर कर रहा है. आइदर इट इज नाउन, या तो वो नाउन है जो सेंटेंस के अंदर कुछ एक्शन को शो कर रहा है. एंड व्हाट एक्शन इज गोइंग ऑन? यस, द एक्शन ऑफ ओबेइंग. सो स्टूडेंट्स ओबेड द टीचर. हियर स्टूडेंट्स इज सब्जेक्ट. लेट्स टेक द अनदर एग्जाम्पल. The example is, the birds make nest. Okay, previously we saw subject refers to the group of word, noun, pronoun, etc. So in the previous example we saw students refers to noun. In this, the birds make nest. Here what is the subject? The subject is, yes, the birds. Okay, how? See, it is a group of words. The birds refers to the group of words of whom the sentence is about. Definitely the birds is subject, but here it is a group of word, because here not a single bird is there. There are more than one bird or two birds. So it's refer group, and the sentence telling about the birds. जो sentence है वो birds के बारे में बता रहा है, और यहाँ पर one bird नहीं है, more than two birds are there, or we can say two birds. So birds refer to the subject. Got it? See one more example. Here the example is, will you be making the cupcakes? The subject is, yes, you. You word refers the subject. Why? Let's see the reason. It is a pronoun. You word is not a noun, but it is a pronoun that will be doing the action of making, isn't it? जो you है वो pronoun है, pronoun को refer कर रहा है, जो कि action कर रहा है. किस चीज़ का action? Making, कुछ बनाने का action कर रहा है. So here you refers to the child mothers. वो child की mother को refer करता है, because the girl is saying, will you be making the cupcakes? आप मेरे लिए cupcakes बना देंगी. So you here is mother, and it refers to the subject, and the subject, it is a pronoun that is doing the action of making. I hope you are getting my point. Fine. Here I want to tell you that the subject is naming part and the predicate is the telling part. Okay, to whom the sentence is about. So the subject always refers to the naming part. Now we are going to next concept, that is predicate.
The second part of a sentence is the predicate. The predicate tells what the subject is or does. In other words, it tells what someone or something is or does. Let's take a look at this sentence. Mr. Bart lost his hat. Which part shows what Mr. Bart did? What did he do? He lost his hat. Lost his hat is the predicate of this sentence. Can you guess what the predicate is in the next sentence? A bee buzzed around me. Buzzed around me is the predicate because this part of the sentence tells what the bee did. Good job! Let's try one more. The ball rolled down the hill. What's the predicate? Good job! Rolled down the hill is the predicate because it tells what the ball did. Remember, you need both the subject and the predicate to make a complete sentence. If you only have one part, it is not a complete thought. If you have just the subject, for example, the pig, you would have no idea what the pig is or does. Was the pig small and cute? Did the pig jump into the muddy puddle? I don't know. Do you know? Similarly, if you have just a predicate, for example, is deep and cold, you would have no idea who or what is deep and cold. Was the ocean deep and cold? Was the evil witch's stare deep and cold? Do you see what I'm trying to show you? You need both the subject and the predicate to make a complete sentence.
Clear this topic with few examples. Okay children, let's see example number 1. The children play. Children, here about whom we are talking? About the children. So the children will be the subject and the remaining part of the sentence, play. What do the children do? So the play will be the predicate. Example number 2. My dad gave me a surprise. Children, in this sentence, about whom I am talking? About my dad. So my dad will be the subject and the remaining part of the sentence, gave me a surprise. What did my dad give? It tells what the subject has done or what the subject is doing. So the remaining part will be the predicate. Example number 3. The shop opens at 10 a.m. Children, in this sentence, about what we are talking? About the shop. So the shop will be the subject and the remaining part of the sentence, opens at 10 a.m. That will be the predicate.
Now I hope after watching the video, you are must understand the topic, subject and predicate. Once you are familiar with this concept, let's start our exercise. In your textbook on page number 9, exercise A is given. Here, underline the subject and circle the predicate in the following sentences. Here, one is done for you as an example. The example is, the passenger booked a train ticket. Here, the passenger is subject and booked a train ticket is predicate. So, what will we do? In all these below sentences, we will underline the subject and circle the predicate. Try to do by yourself. Later on, I am going to provide the answer key for this. Till then, try it out. So my dear students, we will meet in the next session. Till then, have a wonderful time.